Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. I'm 1 minute early. Yes, I am. Just been sitting here for the last 10 minutes. I'm like, might as well go live. But I know certain people do plan their evening around this, so I didn't want to go live like too early and just have everybody thrown off. So, yes, I got an email that says I'm live, so I must be live. And I pulled out the Modern Witch Tarot, which we have not used this in a hot minute on the live stream, so I'm here for it. Oh no, kids are screaming downstairs. Husband's in charge of bedtime tonight, so not my problem. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, we do have a very short list tonight, and I am actually, though, going to do a collective reading just on kind of the current energies. They've been a little weird, high vibe, but like I don't even know what. Like, I don't even know what. I don't even know how to describe them. Do you guys? I don't know. What are you guys feeling? What are you guys feeling? Let me know in the comments or the chat here. How are you doing? High vibe, low vibe, high energy, low energy? Like, what are your symptoms? What are your epiphanies? I don't know. Let me know it all. You're awesome. I'm gonna take a drink of my water. Yeah, and we're just gonna be mixing it up with a bunch of new decks because Nelly, it's so funny. Your name came into my head before the live stream. I'm like, I wonder where Nelly's been. I wonder what Nelly's been up to. Good to see you, Nelly. Welcome back. Yeah, I got a nice new mix of decks, which oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. I filmed yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, and then today I've been editing all day on and off the 2022 prediction for my main channel, but it ended up I made a 3-part reading. Yes, I've done 2-part readings before where you select one of the 3 options for cards and then one of 2 options for charms. We're going big for this 2022 prediction. We have 3 different options, and I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of just exactly what that entails. Let me grab it. So we've got the first thing will be your choice of between 1 and 3 piles, like normal, like average. The second, I don't know, part of the reading will be your choice of 2 different charm selections. And then the third is the fortune telling kit by Madame Bosky. Yes, I swore by this. I actually got not this copy, but the original one I had was I got it in 98 and we got it in Canada. This was, I think, only printed in Canada. And we went to Edmonton, Canada as a family and bought this on our little winter trip. And I was obsessed with this in high school. Again, not this exact one. I think our copy of this actually is in my mom's shed somewhere at her house. But I found this one on Poshmark of all places. And I love this. Like, to this day, it brings such nostalgia. You basically shuffle the deck up, and what happens is, you shuffle it up, and then you start lining them out. And yeah, they may or may not line up with pictures, but if they don't, you just keep going. You just keep going until let's find a match. Let's find a match. Watch it take me forever just because I'm live right now and trying to find one match. But you line them out. You don't like purposely try to match them. This is not a game of memory. No, this is you just lining them out, and then you get your message. If I can find it, happened so quickly today or yesterday when I filmed the video. Oh, I saw the ladder earlier. Here we go. So you're just laying them out, and then you get a match. Like, even if you like lay it out like this, you're like, ooh, that's a match. If you can physically turn the card, but say there was a card between this ladder. Not a match because it's not going to line up. But if they were next to each other, yeah, got a match. But depending if the ladder is pointing up, down, right, or left, it's a different message. So we went into this with 3 options for the third part of the 2022. Did I say 2021 earlier? I think you guys know what I meant. 2022 in-depth prediction. That's the third part. And you guys are the first to know because I've told nobody yet. Except all 9 of you that are here right now, and of course myself. So that is exciting, and I'm really happy about it and excited about it. And that will actually be going up on Friday for my patrons, so they get early ad-free access to that over on Patreon. And then the rest of the world that wants to see it will see it on Monday. Oh, you had those too. That's so cool. I love them. They're so fun. They're like more geared toward like kids in school, but like I don't know. I have kind of my own little messages that go with it. I don't know. I'm always intuitively reading things anyway. Like even in back in high school, I had my own intuitive meanings for the cards. But they're so fun. It's like putting a little patchwork quilt together, getting a message. So like why not? But I got plenty of new decks as well from my Hay House sale that I unboxed over on Saturday's live stream. If you want to see what all decks I got, I did an unboxing at the very beginning of that. If you missed that and want to see what's up, I'm very nosy, like with other people's stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to see what you got. So like, I would probably watch that if it was someone else. Yeah, I'm in a weird mood. Like the energy's been so weird lately, guys. Like it's like I'll leave my phone upstairs and I'll just go about my day. And before I know it, like 10 hours has gone by. I'm like, where has the time gone? I'm just like diving into tasks, taking care of my piggy wolf, my Walter. Those of you, I think most of you know, we had to rush him to the vet on Sunday. He would not stop bleeding. We finally got the bleeding to stop. But well, I guess most of you don't know because I only talked about this on Patreon. I did not talk about it on the live stream because it happened Sunday, which is the day after the live stream. So, yeah, my dog, poor Walter, we didn't know what was going on, but the night before, he's had this hacking cough for over a year. And in the night, it was so bad. He was coughing so bad that I'm like, I'm just gonna call in my guides, my angels, and do some like healing on him. And in the healing, I like honed in his throat on this sliver, like this sliver, like I don't know, object. Could it have been a bone, a stick? I don't know. But me and my guides pulled it out, and then my guides went to work healing it. He still has his cough a little bit. It's not as bad, but the next morning about 8:30, he just starts bleeding and it's just all over. Like I'm literally to this day, this was Sunday, today is Wednesday, still spot botting blood out of my carpet, off my couch. The place looked like a murder scene. Like I'm still trying to get my house clean from all blood. It's so bad. It's so gross. But like, oh, we took him to the vet and they let us know that yeah, he had a laceration like on the underside of his lip, like inside his mouth. No idea how that happened. Yeah, but he had, I guess, a normal red blood count is between 55 and 35, and he was at 35. So he was almost to the point where they would have to kind of keep him in the doggy hospital overnight and do things. But they gave us this Chinese herb that I guess helps with blood clotting. And it was funny because the funniest thing, the second pretty much that we get inside the veterinary hospital, the bleeding just stopped. And it had been going for like 8 hours. And yes, there is that ego part of myself that's like, why didn't you take him earlier? He was losing blood all day. But my higher self is like, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's not a stick chewer. That's the weird thing. He kind of grew out of chewing on things. I want to say, well, he's 14 now, or will be in a matter of days. He will be 14 in a matter of days. He grew out a very long time ago, so I don't know. I don't know what it was, but he's okay now. So yay, we're all back on an upward trajectory of everything being okay around here again. Fingers crossed, because 2 weeks before that, we did have to put my other beloved dog Judy down. So my husband Ryan, he's like, this might sound weird. I know not to you, because like you're all about that life, but like I think that Walter, because we had to take Walter to the same place we took Judy to be, euthanized. And he goes, I think that Walter just wanted to say goodbye. And I'm like, I think you're right. Like, it was so weird because Walter has really high anxiety. So instead of just waiting, because they were very busy that night, that day into the evening. And I don't know, something about solar eclipses, because they left the thing open with all the other dogs and what they were there for. A lot of them had bleeding in their stool, bleeding in their puke, bleeding. I don't know what's going on with all the blood. And then solar eclipse before, on June 10th, that's when my dog Judy puked up all those blood clots and we had to take her to the animal hospital. But yeah, 2 weeks before we took her there to be euthanized, and Walter's got that anxiety, so we took him out of the room and took him back outside and then back into the room and then outside. But the time that I took him out, he wanted to go the other way, which was the way we had to take Judy to go, say goodbye to her. So it was like, oh, I think he did want us, like I smell her. She's been here. Like, where is she? But hopefully he got his closure. I don't know if I have yet, but I still feel Judy around. So anyway, yes, these energies. Anyone else? Anyone else just feeling all sorts of something? I'm gonna catch back up on your comments because I asked you the question and then I went off on a tangent. But let's see. Let's see some comments here. Oh, it's been chaotic but good, heavy but light for Peggy. Let's see. Oh, you're still sick. I'm so sorry, Susie. That's no good. Mixed, honestly, but a bit stressed out from studying, says Ethan. Peggy's sleepy but energized and full of peace. That's awesome. Lunar's had a bad headache, migraine for the last week about, oh no, but major epiphanies and spiritual moments. That's always a bonus, right? There might be some, like, I don't know, some upgrades going on that crown and third eye chakra. That's a lot of what goes on with a lot of headaches. Not all, but some. Oh, similar to you too, Peggy. Wow. Oh, Dustin actually had to take off work today to watch a kid so I could sleep. Oh, well, big hugs. I hope you're better. I keep meaning to go on Instagram and then sidetracked. Like, it's been a whole thing. No excuses, right, Amanda? No excuses, no excuses. But like, I keep meaning to reach out to you, Lunar, and then I don't. I'm so bad. Oh, thank you so much, Becca Soul Path Dreaming. You are the sweetest. Oh, you had intense pain at the base of your skull. Yeah, that's that zeal chakra or the mouth of God, or there's another word for it. I'm blanking on what it is. But yeah, there is actually a chakra point right here that is like a hyperlink to source. Hyperlink. So, and it's also connected, like energetically speaking, down into the higher heart. However, that goes. It's like creating, there's like a bridge going on. It's a beautiful. Oh, Michelle's at work and was wondering if I could leave my question here. Yes, we can totally do that. Absolutely, Michelle. Sorry, I'm just now getting to you. I just went off on a ramble fest. Stuffers is here. Oh, there's a boy at your son's school who left threats online. Oh my gosh, to harm students at school. I'm scared to send my son back to school. Do you think the threats are serious? It's interesting because there was just a shooting somewhere. I don't watch the news, but I kind of heard bits and pieces. I don't know where the shooting was, but I heard that the parents were like implicated in it somehow. And a lot of times when there is a buzz around something like that, you'll have like what they call copycat energies. People that do mean it and then other people that don't. But yeah, we will dive into that. Michelle, I'm actually going to copy this question here so I have it. And then we did get a donation also from Steffers. So we've got a three donation list going. And no, four. We got one from Kat as well. So we have Michelle De Leon. Then we have Jesse. Then Steffers 1111 1111. And then Kat. So I think what I'll do real quick is I will get into just we'll probably just do, let's see. I think we'll do one tarot card and then one of this deck that I just decided to grab. So let's just see what comes up. All right. So what do we need to know about these energies? Yeah, 9 of Wands. So a lot of us have felt kind of battered and beaten with these energies, but like we're at the finish line of some big upgrade or some level up that we are on right now. So don't give up. Don't give in to the sadness and the thinking you're weak because you're not feeling well. No. You're almost to the finish line, or these upgrades are almost complete so that you don't have to worry too much about it coming up, thankfully. All right, what else do we have coming in for the collective, for these energies? We've got the darkness card, and this is new, and some of these I use this deck. I'm like all over the place. Sorry, guys. I use this deck in the 2022 predictions, and 2 of the cards, like I just was like, okay, I know what I want to say about this. But then one card, I just felt the call to read from the book. I actually want to read from the book as well. Darkness card number 6. All right. Let's see what we got. These always smell so weird. Like, in a good way, though. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I like the smell of, like, the ink from books and the production. I don't know. I'm so weird like that. Okay. So we'll get to kind of the meat of it. So darkness has come to you because some answers are not ready to present themselves. You may be blocking blessed illumination through patterns of denial or desire to run away from a situation. It might seem like the easier path to try to outrun your secrets, but you can never truly hide from yourself. Unhealed wounds from your past will slow you down. Yeah, so I'm really seeing this as you just deciding to face some unhealed wounds from the past. I know I've been forced to do that recently and continually for like months now. So like bring it on, shadow work, bring it on. Yeah, I love old books. I love new books. The smell of it, I'm here for it. I love it. What else? Yeah, unhealed wounds from your past will slow you down. Do not allow these wounds to cause you to doubt your judgment and sense of direction. You don't have to try to heal all at once. Simply slowing down and acknowledging the hurt is often enough to begin a major transformation and see the glimmer of the moon's light peeking through the canopy. Light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, this is exactly what's going on here. So this is like there's a new timeline available is really what I'm hearing. There's a new timeline coming in hot that we're all really getting in alignment with, and to really get in true alignment with it, we almost have to tower moment here, but then I just saw the hermit on the cut. Yes. We're hermiting ourselves to really run through the tower moment. Yes, this is the general energy, Peggy. Absolutely. Yeah, I just pulled 2 cards and then kind of showed those other 2 to kind of talk about it. All right, so Michelle's question. We're going to get right into this. Well, as if I could get right into anything. We're 16 minutes in, but we're getting into it now. I just like to get in here, kind of hang and vibe with you guys before I just dive right in. So that's like my whole thing. You felt the downloads amazing, but also strong. Yeah, sometimes they almost make you feel like you're like about ready to leave your body. They're so intense. And other times they just wash over you like very gentle waves. It's very mixed bag with all of these different influxes of energy. It's interesting. But I'm that kind of person. Like, I like proof, like physical vessel kind of proof that something's actually happening, because I will a lot of times like paranoia myself out of believing what's actually true and what's actually in front of me. But when I have physical evidence, because I can feel it in my body, it's like my mind can't talk myself out of feeling what I'm feeling. I do that sometimes. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I tend to do that. That's why Spirit likes to hand me physical proof as far as like physical ailments and stuff. It's a blessing and a curse. At least, thank goodness, now that I've had that healing, I don't have those chronic headaches anymore. Because that just for this last 6 years, I've just had chronic headaches. And I haven't had one in 6 weeks. Not even a little glimmer of a headache, nothing. So yes, subconscious reprogramming works. Releasing trapped emotions works. And next year, I'm working to get certified that I can actually offer this healing to you guys and whoever else in my life. I can't wait, because this is what the world needs. Is we all just need a little help around here, getting some healing and clearing old emotions and subconscious blocks. Like, that's all we need, is a little bit of help. And one way to jumpstart, if you want to learn to do some of this on your own, I'm currently reading the book The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. There's even a free audiobook version of it on YouTube. The Emotion Code. It's like 6 hours long, I think, but oh my gosh, so worth your time to learn to heal trapped emotions. It talks all about releasing trapped emotions from your body. Things that could have happened when you were a baby or when you were being birthed, if you had a traumatic birth. Even things like mothers that have had birthed their own babies and had trauma in their labor and delivery. You can get trapped emotions, and then these trapped emotions usually lead to cancers and illnesses and injuries and all sorts of craziness. So if we can release these trapped emotions, like, we can really alleviate a lot of suffering in our life. Yeah. guided toward letting go of old stuff once and for all. Same. I am on it. I am excited. Stepher says, that's amazing, Amanda. Yes, I'm so excited about it. I've been, let's see, 6 weeks now free of headaches, and I feel like I just have a new lease on life because I had more calendar days of a month with a headache, and not just a little, oh, I think I might be getting a headache, but like verging into migraine territory. More calendar days than not every month. And no, no more. I'm done with that. All right, I'm going to timestamp at 2022. Michelle De Leon. Let me get my deal over here. And my pen. All right, Michelle. Okay, 20 minutes, 22-second timestamp. And she wants to know, there's a boy at her son's school who left threats online to harm students at his school. I'm scared to send my son back to school. Do you think the threats are serious and he'll be safe? Okay. Let's ask if the threats are serious. We'll just kind of get a baseline there. Queen of Cups. This person is speaking on emotion, and I really felt that in my own body when I first read the question, that this person is just projecting. They're probably using these current events to just get some attention. They have like some emotions that they're trying to work through, and they thought, well, what better way or reason to get attention than to just say something that's just outlandish. So I really don't think they mean to follow through on these threats. But at the same time, this person's threats are going to cause emotional damage and fear in other people. So let's just get some clarifiers on that. It's too many, please, Spirit, just a couple. All right. Oh. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this person may have even thought about taking their own life because I think there's something going on that's in their home life, or they're just not getting the attention that they need from friends, family members, that they really are kind of all over the place emotionally. They're probably very emotionally unstable or have some sort of mental illness or just mental off-kilterness going on in their life that is causing them to really, say things they don't really mean. And I'm sure this person already regrets saying that. I'm sure they've at least been talked to at this point. And it might have been even a wake-up call moment for them, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So I don't really see them being able to take action, because this is like Mama Bear right here. And we got two queens, actually. So divine feminine protection surrounding your son, Michelle, and then also surrounding the school itself. I don't see that this is actually going to happen. This is a patience card. So even if this person did mean it initially, there's a delay in being able to actually do anything real major about it without, getting caught real fast. So even if this person was serious, which I think maybe they are just kind of talking extremes here, they wouldn't have an ability or a way. It's like, I'm almost reading this like as a gun. It's a black watering can. I don't know that I've ever seen a black watering can, but you see a lot of black guns, right? I see a lot of green watering cans, blue watering cans, not a lot of black ones. But it's almost like I'm hearing the song now by 21 Pilots, Guns for Hands. It's like this kid is just speaking from emotion. And really, any weapon he has is just water. It's emotion, water. I'm really drawn to that. Let's just get let's just get a word of advice for Michelle. Just anything she can do to protect her son, or just any advice on feeling okay sending her son to school. Allow your work to become your art, which is funny because that really has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But this is all about finding a creative solution. That's really how I'm reading this. And knowing there are brighter days ahead, that, these threats really were empty and not very valid. So I really don't see any worries that you have, or like valid worries that you have. I mean, obviously you have worries. And those worries are valid. But as far as being like warranted, they're not warranted, if that makes sense. But of course, Mama Bear is going to come out and want to protect her child. Yeah. And this might even be a card of vacations, moving, just maybe, I don't know if you have thought to keep him out of school for a day or two just for your own peace of mind, that wouldn't be a bad idea just for your peace of mind, but it's not really you. I mean, you may be feeling, okay, I'm protecting him, he's home. I think it will benefit you and maybe him if he is scared, but it's not because something will happen that you're keeping him home, if that makes sense. But if you ever do feel the need to take action to keep him home using your mama intuition, then do that. But I really don't see that he is in any immediate danger. Let's just get one more on the subject. All right. And then the Empress, Mama Bear coming in hot. Yeah, Mama's got this. Divine Feminine's got this. Things are going to be okay. And then we have the Emperor. So these rarely come out together, the Empress and the Emperor. So this is Mama and Papa. This is Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. I feel divinity at play here. Your son has a mission here, and he's not going to be taken out. I don't really even see this kid that has these threats actually following through. I just see that it's even anyone who does have any intention to do something, it's like it's going to fizzle out before anything happens. Emotions are running high, hormones are running high at that age. Like a lot of times kids will say these really extreme things and of course, almost sometimes immediately regret it, but more often than not, always later on regret it for sure. So I hope that alleviated a little bit of worry. But again, Michelle, if you do feel the need to keep him out of school for a day or two, just for your own peace of mind, do it. I mean, it's not going to hurt to bond with your kid for a day or two anyway. And yeah, so don't worry too much about it. But I know it's hard. You know, if there was a threat like that at my kid's school, I would probably do the exact same thing. Like, oh my gosh, do I have to worry about this? What's going to happen? And, you know, it's a whole thing. So yeah. All right. Up next, we got Jessie. Jessie, go ahead and post your question. And then after Jessie, we got Steffers and then Kat. And that's it for today. So if you would like a guaranteed reading today, you can always send a donation via the link pinned at the top of the chat or in the description box. Otherwise, I'll probably just make it an early self-care evening for myself. All right. So I'm going to rewrite my list here. And then Kat. So that is the current lineup. So Jessie, go ahead. Oh, I think Jessie had left her question in PayPal. So I will answer that. I'm not sure if Jessie's here. I did see her a little bit ago. Let us know if you're still here, Jessie. I can still definitely timestamp it though. So for me, a message from my higher self. Awesome. Okay, and I'm going to timestamp 2744. Ooh, look at all the angel number timestamps today. 2744 for Jessie. Even if Jessie is here, she probably wouldn't mind a timestamp anyway, because she likes to timestamp, even if she's there, so she can go back and rewatch them whenever. So let's get into Jessie's message from her higher self. Please, Spirit, anything for Jessie from her higher self, any words of wisdom, advice, and guidance at this time. We got the full energy, new beginnings. You're feeling this influx of new energy, and it feels maybe sometimes a little discouraging, but most of the time you're really just feeling excited. This is like that excitement that's underlying the kind of more blah and mundane and busy and stressful times of your life. You're like feeling little glimpses of hope and new beginning on the horizon. But yes, this might even come with a lot of, the moon is the mother. So this could be a lot, you're really busy up in your head. Could also be you having a deeper connection to your mom on the other side. And I'm also seeing this as you being able to have that, that lie detector on and popping. Your BS detector, you're able to know when people are lying or, just really feeling into your intuition right now. That is what you're doing to bridge the gap from intuition to knowing. That's what you're doing right now. And you're doing a really good job of knowing what's best for you. You did tune in with your higher self today in that healing session, and your higher self told you exactly what you knew with your intuition. But that doesn't mean that there aren't still people in your life that are going to try to talk you out of what you know to be best for yourself, especially maybe someone you live with that's an adult. But just, doing what's best for you and really making sure that you are standing your ground. Because a lot of times the Five of Wands energy doesn't have to be everybody, every man for himself, everyone duking it out to get their way. this can sometimes be like people coming together to brainstorm an issue or a problem to have a resolution that will seek to serve the highest good for all of everybody. Um, so it's all a matter of, kind of glass half full, glass half empty. How are you going to look at it? Well, really, taking that more lighthearted and positive approach is going to be your best bet. That's what your higher self wants you to know. All right. Whoa. Yeah, but you may still, I mean, from the 5 to the 7, it's like you're being asked to, without that 6 of wands in between of recognition and victory, it's like you're jumping from, having to stand your ground to really having to defend yourself. And it may come out of the blue, like random conversations that just come right out of the blue. And you're like, wow, where were you storing all of this from? But this is all about keeping your cool. Calm, cool, and collected, standing your ground from a place of love without even having to raise your voice is more powerful than actually raising your voice. Let's see what else is coming through with the tarot. And then I want to get this. No, there was one that I knew I wanted to use, and now I don't know. I just got it, so I don't know what the back of the deck looks like. I know what the front of the deck looks like, but not the back. Where are you hiding? That's not you. You're somewhere. You gotta be. I thought I put it up here. Yes, it's right here. Okay, so we'll get this one in. I can't remember the name of this off the top. Oh, the Priestess of Light Oracle, and it's so gorgeous. But yes, we're gonna get one in the mix on this. But anything else Jessie's higher self needs her to know right now? Oh no. I just ran over it with my chair. No. That's not gonna look really good in the deck anymore. Oh no, but that's interesting. There's symbolism in everything, and the fact that I just literally obliterated this 9 of Swords. This is you getting a hold of your own anxiety, your own sleepless nights, your worries, nightmares, sleep paralysis, seeing craziness. This is you taking control and taking charge of any scariness or craziness that you see. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That you see in the dream state. And anything keeping you up, it's almost like you are saying, clear, cancel, and delete any negative emotions or any negative thoughts that are keeping me from my highest good. All right, let's get one more message for Jessie from her higher self and spirit. Anything else she needs to know? All right, we have brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. And that's so 7 of Wands, but like someone who knows, they know what's up. But you're closing out an old cycle and starting something new. Oh yeah, absolutely, we can leave that for last. It might not be that long though, because we've only got a handful of donations tonight, so it might be a quick night. But brilliant beliefs, this is about you standing up for what you know is right. It's like that. It's hard to see where exactly on the body, but it's like below the throat, but still above the heart. So to me, this is like higher heart chakra energy. Maybe feeling those weird. There's a confirmation. Feeling those weird kind of heart palpitations and stuff like that. But yeah, this is you just embodying that more high priestess energy and knowing that you are on your mission every time that you take a step in the direction that you know is best for you. And you, maybe for the first time ever, are just trusting in the divine. You're trusting without knowing, exactly the outcome. But you know you'll end up where you're meant to be. And then big change coming, big change coming. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. So just having that gratitude for the roof over your head, for the food in your belly, and, the car you drive, the beautiful relationships you have with your children, and just praying and just making life a walking prayer or just one long gratitude list. Just really be thinking all day, every day of things to really be grateful for. And that will bring, that will change and shift and change and morph your belief systems as well, those limiting beliefs. And it will really strengthen those really strong, positive belief systems that are actually serving your highest good. Yes, we were talking about our faith today. Absolutely. Yes. All right. We also have your opening heart. What were we just saying about the heart? Yes. And the number 11, and we do have 11 people watching right now, so 1111, and wow, the wind just kind of opened my window a little bit. I just heard the song by Melissa Etheridge, "Come to My Window," from the 90s. Interesting. Better close that before dark. Well, it's dark, before I go to bed. Oh, we've got here deep connections and water blessings. So this is maybe you getting connected to a water source. If there's a lake, a stream, a river, the ocean, whatever's near you. Oh, the wind again. It's really picked up out there. But also blessing your water. I know you did have that like crystal water bottle, which is really good. Just putting those positive intentions into your water. And think of this, just, next time you drink water or, something, think this very drop of water could be one of the droplets of water that Jesus turned into wine at some point through history. Like, can you think about that? Like, how powerful is that? I just took a drink of water. So yes, water blessings. That's so beautiful. I just want to get one more tarot card. Just anything else Jessie needs to know from her higher self, please, Spirit. Again, these three came out, but this one came out with it, and it seems a little less crumpled this time. But yeah, this is just you really staying in control of your own thoughts so they don't control you. Then we have the 8 of Wands and the King of Wands. So there's quick moving energy coming in hot very soon for you. And also with the King of Wands, this is you just embodying your own motivation, your own drive and desire to create the life that you want and to really just take action. This is an action oriented and also spirit driven or spirit led card. So you're letting spirit lead the way, but then you're taking action in the direction the spirit is leading you. I want to get one more. Anything else Jessie's higher self needs her to know? Jessie always sends like outlandish donations, so I always like to give her a little longer reading. Sorry, everybody. But yes, ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, and boundaries. So I'm really drawn specifically to the word boundaries, where you're putting up boundaries where there had maybe been not great boundaries or less boundaries. And karmic release, I think, oh wow, this makes so much sense. Sorry, my Moldavite's digging into my boob. This makes so much sense with what you found out earlier. Yeah, that panic attack, that's insane. But it's like you undoing the thing that was done in that we were talking about in that text. That released a bunch of karma. And it's like that power and control that was held over you. Can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. At least not in the same way. Though he may try to do things a different way, I don't think he's going to succeed because you have proper energetic boundaries and even telling the universe you are safe, you are safe, you are protected, you are guarded from this person's energy. Yes. That will help as well. But yeah, you just finding out what you found out was kind of over half the battle because you put it to a stop. You put the thing to a stop that you were really, really worried about. Hello, Jen Jane. Welcome. She's just catching up, I think. She says, poor Walter. All right. So I hope that resonated, Jessie, and brought you a little bit of clarity, guidance, and peace of mind because that 9 of Swords, that is panic attack energy. And it came out twice. But yeah, that is what has you freaking out. Yeah, I can totally feel it. But I really think everything is going to just start working out and leveling up from here. It's like you're finding ways to cut those cords in both the energetic space, physical space, mental space, karmic space, spiritual space. You're just clearing it all out so that you don't have to worry about people tracing and tracking and just knowing all the things about you anymore. But yeah, such scary stuff. But at least now you know at least part of what was going on. And I had a feeling there was some way because no one has that many friends all around the city to know these things. Nobody. So crazy because my second question is about this too. Okay, well then we'll just dive even deeper into it for your second question, Jessie. Or if you think I answered enough of it, we could just ask a totally different question. Totally up to you. All right. So up next we got Steffers. Steffers, go ahead and post your question, my dear, and then Kat will be on deck, and then Jesse will round us out for the very last question, unless we have more donations come in, which may or may not happen. But either way, we are loving the vibe. I am loving you guys. You guys are always so much fun. I love that you guys just have your own conversations going in the chat at any given time. It's amazing. You guys are the best. The best. The best. That song just came to my mind. I don't know any of the other lyrics, but there you go. You didn't know you were getting a free concert tonight, did you? I didn't either. All right, I've been seeing angel numbers galore. Wondering what spirit wants me to know. Wondering if it's about career, side hustle specifically. Ooh, let's tune in and find out. All right, what's going on with Steffers and all these angel numbers? Ooh. Well, I would say with the Knight of Pentacles, there's something you're building. This is something that may not be going as quickly as you want, or maybe it's kind of a slow going process, but like I think you're still enjoying the way or the journey that you're on. I do see things picking up, but it's like you're really establishing like a really good and solid foundation so that this thing can really go the distance and grow long term. The side hustle, most specifically. Whoa. But yeah, major victory will be going on with the side hustle. They definitely want you to know that. I don't know if you've been seeing a lot of sixes or what, but we do have the Six of Wands here. And this is all about public recognition as well, which is always good if you're trying to start some sort of side hustle or business. You want people to recognize that you even exist in the stratosphere. So just getting that recognition and people are like, oh my gosh, you got to check out this, whatever it is you're offering, Steffers. It's like almost like word of mouth kind of advertising will do most of your advertising for you. Then we have the World, the Three of Cups. So you may be seeing threes. And this is celebration, success, happiness, contentment, hanging out with girlfriends and friends and family, and just vibing with like-minded people. Or maybe in this side hustle, you're meeting a lot of soul sister type energy. Just people you're really excited to be working with and hanging out with. And then yet another night. So there is a lot of drive and passion and inspiration surrounding this side hustle. You got 2 nights. So you're definitely willing, ready, and able to put in the work, roll up those sleeves, put on, do the elbow grease thing, and really make something happen with this. But usually this has to happen. It starts with an idea, and then you take action on that idea, and then you're really taking this idea the distance, which is beautiful. Then we have the World. So I don't know if this side hustle has you traveling around, or if you're visiting people, making house calls, or if you're just traveling the world, experiencing something or teaching something, or if maybe that's like a long-term goal for you. This is absolutely possible for you. And I always forget this astrological sign. I think it's Aquarius, but do not quote me on that. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. I know it's Leo, and Taurus. It's backwards, so I got confused for a second. I'm pretty sure that's Aquarius, but again, correct me if I'm wrong out there. So some of these astrological signs might play a role for you. Oh, you want your side hustle to be your full-time job. I'd love to travel doing it. It's for interior design. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, like I said, it might take a little longer than you're wanting to really get this established, but that's the beauty part. This is very Taurus energy. So we got the Taurus going on here. And springtime might be a really good time for this side hustle, but anything you really take time to really make a stable foundation with, this will last you a lot longer than something like a Knight of Swords that just has this idea, rushes in, and then runs out of steam before they even really get going. Or maybe they've got like 3 clients and then the whole thing falls apart because it's like, I don't know. Oh, there you go. So you've got all those signs going on. That's amazing. Yeah. And then interesting too, because, these are the opposite signs. So whatever's opposite your Taurus sun and whatever's opposite your Leo moon would be Scorpio and Aquarius. Those are the signs that are opposite your natal placements that you had just mentioned there. So that's very interesting. All right. What else? Anything for Steffers being able to make this side hustle the full-time gig? Yeah, 9 of Wands. It's definitely going to take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but anything worth really taking the distance. This is my Olympic athlete card. So this is already guaranteeing you are going to succeed. But it might take longer than your ego is wanting, because a lot of times this card does represent ego as well. Which, we're human. It happens. And we all have an ego, and a healthy dose of ego is actually a good thing because it does protect us. But with these two combinations here, this lets you know you do have the gumption to really take this the distance and make this a full-time gig eventually that's going to be very highly successful. Not just mediocrely successful, but like highly successful. Yes, the sun. You can't ask for a better support system in your reading than having the sun. This is success. This is happiness, contentment. You will have ultimate emotional happiness and contentment while doing this work as well. And maybe even integrating if you have children, for your children to help out in some way, or maybe they're already helping out in some way. Specifically, if you do have a daughter, I mean, if you don't, though, that doesn't matter. I just see a little girl here. Or maybe this daughter or child wants to follow in your footsteps and it's like a family business kind of thing. You never know. Let's see. Where are we going? I don't know why, but I want to go to the self-care deck for this question as well. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Glad to hear that I can make a full-time gig eventually. Oh, your kiddo likes decorating. Oh, she's a girl. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, she may really find a passion for this, or you're just seeing that she's got a very beautiful natural talent for decorating. That's so cool. All right, what do we got here? We got, what did I say? Happiness, contentment, fulfillment. Yes, and then authenticity. You really are standing out from the crowd. So there's something about the way you do things, Steffers, that you're not just some like missing face in the crowd. You just get lost. No, you're very easy to find. Or those who you're meant to work for, it's like you're a sun, or that lighthouse energy I'm always talking about. They can easily like hone right in on you, and they know exactly where to go. Maybe just, again, hearing word of mouth from someone that they know, or someone that, they know that worked with you, and they're like, I have to work with her. I just have, like, you're the it girl, Steffers. Like, you're the it girl that everybody wants to work with. Because you just have your own special spin, your own kind of authentic spin on the way that you design and the way that you decorate. It's very cool. So yeah, and time. Yeah, and time. I'm really seeing this as time is actually on your side, even if it feels like it's running out, or I wish things would happen faster. Divine time is at play here, because this is part of your destiny, is being able to have a career that really suits you, that you get content and fulfilled from. Happiness, remember, was the name of the game there. And being able to incorporate the family members in this is also a big part of what you're doing. Oh, hello, Michelle Lynn. So you'll be after Kat, because Jessie wants to go last. So we got Kat up next. Kat, go ahead, post your question, and then Michelle Lynn. Get right into it very quickly. Kat's already got a question out. Look at her go. Yes. So I'm going to add Michelle Lynn after I add these, or I'll just add her real quick. And then Jessie will round us out. There's our list. You are so welcome, Steffers. You always just have such fun energy. I always love reading for you. I love reading for all of you. I really do. It's just so much fun. I just have too much fun, you guys. All right. So Kat's got her question out. I feel numb after this. Like nothing happened, but I hear that's normal. Anyway, today is my... Oh, I think I missed some. There we go. Hi, just wanted to give an update. I am now living with my sister in Virginia after what happened. I am planning to go back abroad to Georgia once I recover financially and also emotionally. I feel numb after this, like nothing happened. But I hear that's normal. Anyways, today is my dad's birthday. Aw. And he would have been 70 today. So my question is, messages from my dad for me. I'm so sorry that, things didn't really work the way that you had planned, but I don't know. I'm just hearing that this is just like a detour, because you will be right back on track with everything that you were wanting to experience, and it will be a much better experience next time. So let's see. Let's get a message from Kat's dad. We're going to start with tarot and then get some guidance from these other cards over here. From Kat's dad on his 70th birthday. Any messages for Kat? She's been feeling some feels and had a big move and everything. Yeah, and this is a moving card. So this just indicates that you moving to Virginia for the time being, great idea because you did cross the seas to get to Virginia from Georgia, where you were. Country of Georgia, not state of Georgia, obviously. You know that, but maybe the chat's like, you don't have to cross an ocean to get to from Georgia to Virginia. What are you talking about, Amanda? But the country of Georgia, the Virginia in the US, yes, you do. um, but yeah, and it's like you're looking to the horizon to make plans to eventually get back there, but you're gonna come back in an empowered state. You're not gonna feel defeated the next time that you decide to go. And even if you decide to go somewhere else abroad, it may not even be Georgia next time, is what I'm hearing. But, if your heart is set on Georgia, then please plan for Georgia and just see where the road takes you, or the boat takes you, or the airplane takes you. We don't have to be literal here. But you may just end up in some other place that you're not quite expecting right now. But yeah, you're really tuning into this inner strength. So this move back to the States, to Virginia, to stay with your sister for a while was a power move. It kind of took a lot of strength for you to admit, I think I'd be better off back where, maybe even if you're not like living, I think before you were living with your mom. So even if you're not completely back to square one or whatever, you may still feel a little defeated, a little deflated. And like you said, numb. But at the same time, you're really tuning into this sense of inner strength within you. And wherever the sign of Leo is in your chart, this is a place you can really lean on to find that confidence and security once again in your own self-worth. All right, so what else does Kat need to know? Any messages from her father, please? Yes, yes. And you're just kind of feeling a little apathetic and even financially, you're like, I'm not even sure like what direction to go, or um I'm not sure if I'll have enough money, maybe living in this new place, and just maybe kind of, I won't say worrying, but just kind of trying to like really save money, or maybe you're realizing that you do need to kind of stop spending as much money, or if you've been too much saving money, realizing that you kind of do need to spend money to make money. So it's really just finding a more balanced approach to your finances, but really allowing yourself to feel any emotions that come up. And you may actually be processing a lot of your emotions from what happened in Georgia. um, you might be processing these in the dream state, and both of my ears, like, they're acting like they want to start ringing, and I'm really hearing it on the right. And it's so interesting because I know we're trying to get your dad here, but like now Kurt Cobain is coming in, which I don't know why he's here, but like he's here, so we'll just see what he wants. But this is about you feeling your, oh, that's why he gets very upset when women specifically are taken advantage of. He does not like that. He's a feminist if I ever saw one, that's for sure. Um, yes, lots of dreams and nightmares. Oh, I'm so sorry you're dealing with the nightmares, but the good news is this is you working out that trauma, those wounds, and that pain in the dream state rather than having to go out and experience them out in the real world again. Um, and Kurt's telling me too, he is a bit of a Queen of Cups at heart anyway. So it's beautiful because he was a Pisces placement per Western astrology, but more on the order of Aquarius for Vedic astrology. But he still had other placements within Pisces in Vedic astrology as well. I'm just not remembering them off the top of my head. But yeah, he definitely, like, if you want some support, you can actually listen to some of Nirvana's music, Kurt Cobain's music. His song Frances Farmer Will Have Her Revenge on Seattle. Look into the story of Frances Farmer. It's very interesting. He actually did an interview about, I got chills now. Yes, thanks, Kurt. We all know you're here. Frances Farmer was like a socialite in the Seattle area, but she was basically, I don't know. I don't want to butcher the story, but Kurt talks about it in an interview where he's like at this building and there's like the Puget Sound area kind of in the background. It's one of the last interviews he did, if I'm not mistaken. Not the last, but kind of one of the last for, I think it was for Much Music, if I'm not mistaken. But he really goes into it. But even his song, Frances Farmer Will Have Her Revenge on Seattle, she was basically, sexually assaulted over and over and over again. So like it makes total sense now why Kurt is here, and he wants to lend you that, compassion and love. I know you asked for a message from your dad. We're still getting to that, Cat, but Kurt wanted to have his place here too. And he says you are taking action in a new way. This is actually going to inspire you. All the stuff that's happened to you, to help others or to reach out or start some sort of movement or just program, or just be this beacon of light and hope for others who have gone through what you, or will go through what you have gone through. um, because you really are leaning on this sense of inner strength here, um, and overcoming this, and coming out stronger than ever, and actually having, um, like, a platform where you can actually empower others who have been through a very similar thing to you, and let them realize that it wasn't their fault, and all the things that come along with this, and re-empowering yourself, feeling safe in your own body again. Like, all of these things are associated with that kind of assault. And I think you're going to really overcome this and then some. You're going to use your healing process to then help others. So from your dad, we have I have become one of your guides, which we already know. And he is like, I'm along for the ride. He's said that many times to you, that he is along for the ride, and I don't doubt he is still along for the ride. Yep, and he is just a thought away. And it's interesting too here, because we've got this woman and her dog. So I don't know if you have a dog, or if your sister has an animal, um, or you have access to an animal, but animals really are like emotional support for humans. And just connecting with an animal, you don't even have to talk to it. Just looking at it, petting it, just vibing with the animal. Um, it really does help bring those emotions out, so you don't have to just carry them around. I definitely want to be someone who helps people like me, because I end up feeling like the bad guy and not the victim. It's horrible, right? It's crazy. Yes, I've been there. Maybe not to the extreme that you have, but in past, like, I had this crush on this one guy in high school, and he did some things that I wasn't comfortable with, and threatened me if I told anyone. Like, it was a whole thing. Um, but of course, it's really difficult when you're the one going through it. You like blame yourself. You're like, well, if I didn't do this, or maybe if I would have listened to my gut, or if I hadn't done this one thing in the first place, like, we just blame ourselves. And it's like, really, this person just, whoever it was that did this to you, just saw an opportunity, because they already had this darkness within them, and they just saw an opportunity to take advantage of someone. So it's nothing you did. It's just they found that opportunity. If it wasn't for my family, especially my mom and sister, I would have fallen. Yes, my sister has a dog, Daisy, who actually my dad's dog before he passed away. Well, there you go. There is your indication that your dad is with you. And Daisy, oh, that's so sweet. I love that. But your dad's just reminding you, you are soulmates. He is part of your soul family, and he will be with you, right now and later and later. And then when you do cross over, he will be the first one there, ready with open arms, ready for you. And we got the water here. So water, I'm hearing cleansing water. So if you can, I know parts of Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, are on the East Coast where the ocean is, obviously. I don't know, getting to the ocean or a river or a stream, just being near the water side and just hearing it and watching it, like, it's very healing and very therapeutic. You don't even have to get in it. I know this time of year is a little dicey and a little cold with water, but just being near it, and visiting a place with water, is going to be very beneficial and very healing to you. Let's just get one more message from Kat's dad. Well, we're getting to the earth is a school, and there is no such thing as death. So yeah, he's just reminding you that everything that you go through, good, bad, happy, sad, everything in between, these are lessons that we're learning and learning from, and then empowering ourselves. This is an empowerment card here, and then that strength here, to then be able to help others through the challenges that we have been through ourselves. So this is one of the things I know it sounds really crazy, but like, on a soul level, you signed up to experience this so that you could overcome it and help others who have also experienced the same thing. And also, there's no such thing as death. This is just reaffirming that your father is there. He may not be in that physical vessel anymore, but his energy is still very present. And we are not the body. We are more, we would assume it's like our mind, but it's like that part of our mind that we know is our true self. That is what lives on. It's not the ego, it's not the limiting beliefs. It's that true essence of who we are. The soul, the soul is a mind. It's a consciousness. So it's not the mind as we know it, but that is the part of us that lives on. And it's the part of your dad that is definitely still with you and still guiding and loving you every step of the way. All right, Kat. Thanks again for your donation. I'm glad that you feel better. You're probably feeling a lot safer with your mom and sister around, and the little doggy, and of course your dad. Your dad is definitely around as well. Happy birthday, Kat's dad. Happy 70th birthday. But yeah, it's difficult what you're on right now, but you're already on the road or the path to healing. So keep going, keep moving forward. Feel anything that comes up. Don't beat yourself up if you are feeling numb or if you're having a lot of nightmares. Just take it day by day. You got this, girl. We love you. Big hugs to Kat. All right. So it looks like Michelle Lynn is up next, and then Jessie. Thank you. Yes, I feel much safer here. His family is so mean and his lawyer is crooked, and so happy to be safe here. I'm so glad that you're safe, but yeah, that's so crazy. But people like that, who knows? Maybe they won't learn their lesson in this lifetime, but it'll catch up. It really will. It really will. All right, Michelle Lynn, what is next for me? Will Spirit please spill some tea? Let's get into it for Michelle Lynn. All right. Ooh. We have a soulmate connection coming in, and I am using the Modern Witch Tarot, which they're mostly female or non-binary characters here in these cards. So I'm really actually reading this as like a soul sister rather than like soulmate, like romantic kind of Two of Cups energy. This to me feels more soul sister. Either someone you already know or someone you will meet very soon, but they are going to feel like home to you, like a soul sister. Could even be a soul brother, but I really am seeing like divine feminine energy with this card here. Let's see what else is going on for Michelle Lynn. Please, Spirit. Yeah, High Priestess. So it could be a more spiritual connection that you have with a new friend, or maybe you're rekindling a friendship with someone from the past, but you're finding a new spiritual basis to really connect to this person on. And it feels good because it feels to me, Michelle, like you are yourself on a spiritual path. And sometimes it's really difficult. It could be Frank. Let's see. Sometimes it is difficult to, connect with people that we know. But if we can really strengthen those connections with people we know by, talking about deeper things like, I don't know, aliens and conspiracies and just, I don't know, the order of the universe, whatever. Let's ask if this is Frank that this is referring to. Even if this isn't who they're referring to, I really do see that Frank is still a part of your life or will be. Yeah, this is Libra energy. It's like a compromise, like a balance. He's going to balance things out. So if he's kind of been, and then they're affirming that this energy is more of a female or feminine energy. So they're saying this that they're referring to is not Frank, but they're showing that he actually is going to be more involved in your life. It definitely is hard to connect to people when you have leveled up your consciousness, because other people just want to talk about sports and the weather and what their neighbor did yesterday, and like it's like, what does this matter in the grand scheme? Like, what does this stuff matter? I want to know about consciousness. I want to know about what happens when we die. Like, you want to go deeper. So because we are talking about this spiritual kind of sister energy here, High Priestess energy, let's just see what this friend and you are connecting with. Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. So throat chakra, this really does remind me like third house energy. You might actually meet this person online. This could be a close soul sister online that you're meeting in some sort of spiritual community, or I don't know, maybe even on like regular social media, but you're finding you both are into more spiritual and esoteric topics rather than just the mundane run of the mill stuff. But this is about you utilizing your throat chakra, speaking out, connecting with people. Um, we were best friends in high school, but have grown apart. He's married now, so I'm not sure how we'll reconnect. Yeah, it might even just be online, just talking here and there. Um, which that's like the 21st century version of deep conversations, deep connections. A lot of times, you can even find those on the internet without even meeting face to face with someone. But we're always into spiritual things and connected on that level. Yeah, because you guys are soulmates. I really do feel that. But then we have the crown chakra upgrade card here. So divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. So this is that. This is exactly what this is. Divine connection is Two of Cups, and then holy experiences is High Priestess energy. I mean, this card is just reaffirming what we've already gotten here. So you just may be leveling up your own spiritual senses so much that you're seeing more beyond the veil than you have since you were probably a child or for a very long time. Let's see. Anything else for Michelle Lynn coming in hot? Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. Yes, they're just repeating themselves. There is a very significant soulmate connection coming into your life. It does feel very feminine, but that doesn't mean there can't be more than one, because this says soul family. And to me, it's like they would just say soulmate if they meant one person. This to me feels like a group of people. So it might start with this soul sister vibe, and then it could be that like soulmate that you're going to be romantically connected to. And then maybe from there you meet other soulmates that are friends or other people that you meet down the road. Like you're creating your tribe as you go. It sounds very powerful and very cool. I actually want to see anything else that wants to come through that's maybe not talking about this new friend. Yeah, they really want to go to this other soulmate connection of the romantic stuff. Happy home life. So maybe you are actually moving to an apartment. To me, I don't know, like I'm really drawn to these more high-rise kind of buildings back here. So I don't know if you're moving to a different city or a more populated area very soon. But this is going to be what helps you move forward in life, because this is a card all about moving on with your destiny, with your dreams. So let's see what else is coming in for Michelle Lynn, please, Spirit. And then King of Pentacles. So this soulmate, romantic soulmate, could be a King of Pentacles. They don't have to be a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Virgo to, still emanate this King of Pentacles. But this is someone who knows that they're good stuff. They know they're solid, salt of the earth type of person. You really want to take that leap. I know it will be healing. Yes. Let's see if there's any advice on how to get from where you're at to this new place, new apartment, new home, whatever it is. How can Michelle bridge this gap and get where she wants to go? The Empress, really embody that divine feminine energy and also your fertility. It doesn't have to literally be you having a child, but just birthing a new creative plan, a new creative project. Could even just be you really focusing on, with this King of Pentacles energy here too. This is very material world. This is your physical body. This is beauty, like the health and beauty industry. So just really focusing on your health and beauty, your longevity, your healing. That is really going to give you this glow up energy that's going to not just make you feel good on the outside, but really start attracting opportunities that will put you in alignment with this. That's how they're really presenting that to me. So that's pretty powerful stuff. So just you taking the absolute best care of yourself, your physical vessel, your health, your wellness, your beauty, all those things that, and your self-love, your self-care. I'll grab one self-care card before we close out. But Jessie, you're going to be next. So go ahead and post your question. Oh no, I think you already did on PayPal. So I will get into Jessie's quick after this. So I'm going to grab one for Michelle Lynn. Self-care stuff, that's too many. Here we have energy. So stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. protect your energy. So protecting your energy and doing what makes you happy, doing the things that make you feel alive and vibrant rather than trying to please everyone else in your life, is really going to help you kind of gain that perspective you need to be able to go where you want to go and do what you want to do. Because I think a lot of times too, if you involve too many people in your plans, other people might start to try to talk you out of those plans or say, oh, instead of doing this, you should do this. And it's like, I kind of have my mind made up. I kind of know what I want. And sometimes those people can start to sway your agenda to their agenda, even if they're well-meaning, like this can happen. But yeah, change course. That's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to sway your agenda. But it says here, a closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. Yes, this is very Four of Wands. Like you're being asked to shift, to move, to change. And yeah, it's almost like, which key are you going to choose? Because one of these may unlock this door, and maybe this door isn't even meant for you. Maybe it's a door down the road over here, So it's all about that soul searching and introspection. But then we have here body. So it says your body deserves your love, which I think you've been doing a lot of that self-love and self-care lately. So you say, focusing on my body. There you go. There's your confirmation. Ding, ding, ding. And moving it, I just feel I have stuck energy. So I booked a Reiki session for next week. That's so cool. Yeah, you'll love that. And then to hopefully try and lift this heaviness in my body. Yeah, also Michelle Lynn, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about the book that I'm currently reading called The Emotion Code. It's about releasing trapped emotions that can actually manifest as physical illness in our body and just create all sorts of havoc in our lives. You don't even have to go out and watch it. You don't have to go out and buy it because it's actually a YouTube audiobook for free. It's called The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and it's here on YouTube. So if you want to, it's like 6 hours plus. But, listening to it here and there throughout your day or on your commute or whatever, you could probably have it finished in like a week. I don't know. Maybe less if you're really gung-ho on it. Yes, The Emotion Code. Ethan's got it typed out there. Yeah, check it out. The lady that I get my healing sessions from follows a lot of his guidance, and then there's a couple other philosophers and healers that they've kind of incorporated to create their own kind of modality of healing that I am very, very much benefiting from currently, and they are offering a certification course coming up next year, which I'm part of. So yes, I'm going to be able to do this as a practitioner very soon, and I'm very excited. And so is Jessie. Jessie's doing it too. We're excited, but no one knows. All right, so Jessie's question is over on PayPal. And if you guys are still here and wanting a guaranteed reading tonight, you can always send a donation. Otherwise, I will be live again on Saturday. And let's see, what else is coming up for me? It's 8:11 on my clock. 8:11. Yeah, oh, you've been seeing 10:10 and you've been seeing 10:10. I keep seeing 12:12 and 11:11, 8:11, 9:11 has been going on for like months now. Yeah, what else is coming up for me? So Friday, I do have on Patreon, you will be able to have early ad-free access to the 2020 in-depth prediction. It's a 3-part reading, which I explained at the beginning of the live stream if you want to go watch what that's all about. Then I will be live here on this channel on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm doing, and I lied, before the live stream Saturday, I didn't lie, I just omitted. Before the live stream Saturday, I will actually be live over on Patreon for the 12/12 Gateway portal reading. Major transformations and changes. New energies are available to us through this 12/12 portal, and I'm going to do a pretty good analysis of the energies involved, and then a card reading on what my Patreon collective, can expect from that. That's going to be on Saturday. And then here, yes, Patreon is on fire. We are having too much fun. Oh, Thursday on Patreon, tomorrow, we are having a human design presentation by Victoria Grace. And if you guys are there on Patreon, she may even be reading your chart or answering questions about your chart. She's awesome. She's so cool. And I can't wait for you guys to meet her. That'll be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time on Patreon. That's going to be our monthly spiritual topic with our guest, Victoria Grace. I'm so excited about that. And then Sunday, I'm going to be live streaming the weekly reading for Patreon. And then Monday on my main channel will be that 2022 prediction. So that's what's coming up ahead for me. Yes, lots of exciting stuff, most specifically over on Patreon, which I am just having so much fun over there. You guys don't even know it. All right, so let's go to Jesse's question. Okay, I'm terrified about the boy's dad situation, so I would like to ask for some insight about it. I feel lost and scared of things. Just go out of control again, please. He is like tracking me on anything else. Like, I'm terrified. Okay. I think that's his only tracking device, so to speak. But I knew he had to have had some sort of Find My iPhone thing installed or something. And I totally forgot about the share your location option that you can have. I'm glad you turned that off because, oh my gosh, that's so scary. But let's just see what's going on, if there's anything else. So we got the Six of Cups here. So this is the past. This is the past coming back. It does involve your children, obviously, here. But usually this talks about people from the past coming back, but like if you want them to. Let's get a clarifier, though, on this. Because obviously he's still in your life because he's, the boy's dad. Grab these up, Belle. Okay, so Queen of Wands. So you really are stepping into your power of mama bear, of authority figure in your own life. Welcome, Steph Freeman Art. So you are protected. I really do see like a like Lyran energy. I always mix those. I use them interchangeably. I'm weird like that. Like Lyran star, like your star family from Lyra is coming in to really put this thing of protection around you. Yeah, her boy's dad had some tracking going on her son's phone. So it's very scary stuff because, yeah, major stuff. But you have your like star family protecting you, obviously your mom and dad protecting you, your guardian angels, your specific guides all protecting you right now as well. And then the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you're slowly going to learn that you are in more control and power of your destiny and what actually happens in your reality than you're giving yourself credit for. Let's just see if there's any imminent threat or danger, because we always want to be prepared. I know you have that restraining order, but just seeing, yeah, the moon. Again, your lie detector, your intuition is on point, on and popping. You'll know before anything happens that something's going to happen, and you'll be in the right place at the right time rather than the wrong place at the right time. So just know that you are going to be protected very heavily, very guarded, very protected. I'm actually reading this little creature, the Black Lagoon kind of thing looking here, almost like that Lyra energy, kind of lurking in the energetic shadows to watch you and to make sure that you're safe and you're protected. And also your mom. The moon is the mother. We also have the Devil card here. So really, this to me feels like this is really connected to that Six of Cups. So it's like anytime you even think about the fact that he could possibly be knowing where you're at or tracking you, it puts you back into that victim role that you were when you were in the relationship with him, and then very soon after you left that relationship. Because Spirit is reminding me for you now that one of the strongest things, one of the best things you ever did in your life was leave him. But at the same time, it might have been very difficult and very hard because you're probably thinking, well, where do I go? Being homeless with 3 kids, like I got chills now. So you have so much protection around you. You're not going to have to repeat the past. This is all mental energy that's come up for you with that 9 of Swords that we had earlier too, with that kind of anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares. This is you closing out a karmic cycle, I'm hearing. This is just mental energy. Of course, obviously it feels very fresh because you just found that tracking today. But let's just see, yeah, no imminent danger as far as what I'm seeing come up. Yeah, but he is very deceptive, very sneaky. So it's, I think he probably knows where you're at now. If if he, I don't know, was he, this is the thing they're showing me. So the fact, even if he doesn't know, like with your conscious mind, where you guys live, say if you met him somewhere to drop the kids off rather than him knowing where you were, um, he obviously, I think, knows where you're at, like your current residence is, just because your son's phone would be there a bulk of the time, like especially at night. If he wanted to know where the location of the phone was, ding, 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 he knows the address, obviously. Um, yeah, it's really, to me, this guy is very deceptive. I don't really see him trying to do anything too rash or crazy because it's just not going to serve his interest right now. Yeah, we've got the Five of Cups down here. Um, it kind of fell out in reverse though, so I'm almost reading this as him finally deciding to move on. Oh, he knew the day you moved in here. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't care about the law. I can totally feel that. But I'm really reading this as your energy. Like you're gonna have victory. Your accomplishments are gonna pay off. You're gonna be able to have your wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment. You're gonna be able to have that. The fact that the Five of Cups came out in reverse to me feels like a good sign that his power over you is dumping out. Even those cups that were upright, they're dumped out now because it's upside down. Um, so he's gonna have no cups. No cups will be available. But let's just see anything else Jesse needs to know currently. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's scary dealing with someone like that. But Knight of Wands, this is fasting energy, and I'm really seeing this as spirit with you and plans that you have really moving forward quickly so that you can be out from under this nightmare that you've got going on. Anything else Jesse needs to know about this specific deal? Yeah, this is you making your plans. You're making your plans, and then when the time's right, you're definitely going to have that swift, forward moving action. Um, yeah, wanting to move out of fear pushes it away and pulls the negativity with you. Yeah, so this is about empowering yourself even where you're at now. This is you embodying that Queen of Wands energy now. Just calling, clear, cancel, and delete anything that is going to be of any harm to me. I only will accept the things that will nurture, empower, and love me from this moment forward. I mean, you can write some really powerful incantations for yourself to literally energetically stop, vibrationally stop any ill will coming toward you. We also have the Seven of Cups here. So you may just be in a state of confusion right now exactly how to line out everything so that you are protected and guided. But just listen to your intuition. Remember, you do have that Moon card here. Listening to your intuition and just writing out anything, any empowering statements, lighting candles, doing any kind of ritual to protect yourself, protection spells, looking into protection spells, just using your intuition to find ways to protect yourself will really benefit you. But you do feel like you're going to have a new beginning, and this does look like you finally moving and having a new lease on life, literally a new beginning where you're planting roots in a whole new place. You've moved away from that city, you're on a whole other land area. Like you're out of that zone. You're out of the danger zone. Yes. Let's see what else Jesse needs to know about this situation. Yeah, you're that ultimate mama bear, and you will do everything to protect your kids and yourself. And it's funny because, like, it's not funny, but like it's interesting that your situation really does remind me a lot of, not completely, but that movie Enough. It was with Jennifer Lopez. I think it was in the early 2000s, where the woman wants to leave her husband, but he's like, I'm going to take the kid and I'm going to ruin your life. And she kept moving, and like he kept like, doing all sorts of things. But she like ultimately, I don't know, I don't want to spoil the movie, but like ultimately she got her power back. We'll just put it that way. Oh, you were watching that movie last night? No way. I watched it, I think, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was on a Saturday. It was after one of the live streams. I'm just randomly like, I think I want to watch. And I don't watch movies like ever. And I'm like, I just really feel like watching that movie for some reason. And I also watched the movie the same day, Double Jeopardy. Have you seen that one with Ashley Judd? She's accused of, her and her husband go out on a boat, and like right at the beginning of the movie, and her husband disappears, but his blood is all over. That's another really good one. Very similar-ish kind of thing, but still has its own deal. Oh, you watched that with your mom for the first time. And then another one I watched, like I was on like a women leaving their husband vibe. I don't know, it was so weird. The other one I watched was Sleeping with the Enemy. It's like from the early 90s, maybe late 80s with Julia Roberts. And she like leaves her husband by faking her own death and getting the heck out of Dodge. Yeah. But yeah, Page of Swords, you're feeling mentally empowered to go in a new direction. This is new energy coming in. You've got the Empress, it's right between it. So this is also doing what's best for your children because these are pages are children. Empress is mother. So you are doing what's best for your children by moving, by finding new stability and security in a place where you don't feel all bound and gagged and like you have no power. All right. Here we go. And the Hierophant. So you are taking on that like traditional role of authority figure in your life and in your kid's life. And I would say taking the law into your own hands by empowering yourself. It's not like you're breaking the law. I don't mean it like that, but like you're empowering yourself, doing what you need to do within the law to avoid any craziness with this ex of yours. One more to wrap this up for Jesse. I don't see anything to be worried about. I don't want to roll over the cardigan. Cardigan. Sound like I said cardigan. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. So just take care of yourself. Allow yourself to feel any of these emotions that are coming up because you got to feel it to deal with it, right? You got to feel it. On the back of the deck, we also have the Eight of Cups. So you are moving from this location, from this relationship, from this energetic cord of control because it no longer, maybe if ever, never emotionally fulfilled you because you're going for that ninth cup. Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. You got it. You're in it to win it. You're not settling for anything that's going to, make you feel out of control of your own life. You're going for wish fulfillment and this is your accomplishment. You put this effort in and you won all those trophies. That's how I see it. And then 10 of Pentacles. This is a legacy. This is establishing roots somewhere where you can really grow and watch your grandchildren grow up. And like, this is a longevity card and financial abundance as well in a new location. And I really do see you being able to, again, have that deep romantic relationship that you do crave eventually. But it's all as a result of you proving to the universe that you are empowered and you're not playing in that small energy ever again. Again, it's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, some planning, and, just following your heart, following your intuition. But he really has no spiritual power over you. He may have physical power over you if you do kind of allow that to happen through fear-based thinking, which I know it sounds like a whole thing, but just empowering yourself and doing all the things that your intuition is calling you to do to really protect and empower yourself. That's the best thing you can do. All those tears and bad times happen so I could share my history and help others. Absolutely. I still think that you have a book inside you. You have a book inside you that could really grow and help others, inspire others to do what's in their best interest to leave those really toxic situations. Yeah. He used to a lot. Wow. I'm going to take a drink of my water. Okay. Yeah, you're overcoming this. You're overcoming it, Jesse. So yes, you got this, and your kids are your rock. And you showed up in the reading. Your kids showed up in the reading, and that family legacy. You guys are just moving on up, moving on out of the danger zone. That's what I keep hearing. Yes, it really would be a great book. Let us know. I would like a signed copy. All right, guys, I'm going to double check that we don't have any other donations. Otherwise, yep, I think that's it for the night. But that's cool because I'm going to just go do some self-care. I need to wash my hair in the morning. I'm not going to do that tonight, but yeah, I'm going to go do some self-care, I think. So you guys go treat yourselves or get some sleep, or if it's like morning where you're at, I don't know, do something fun. But I love you guys. I kind of already gave you the rundown of where I'll be on the interwebs over the next week or so. But yeah, I will be around, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I'll be live again here Saturday and live tomorrow evening on Zoom um, for the human design presentation. And if you don't know what human design is, it basically takes your birth chart information and then creates this blueprint of like your design. Like it's so hard to put into words. Just look up human design and what it means, and then you can actually calculate your own chart for free. It's really cool. And look into that, because if you are a manifester but you're trying to work as like a projector or a generator, like there's different types of human design, I guess, and then you break those types down into further types, and it's a whole thing. It's not easy for me to just say, oh, it's this and this. Like, go look into it. It's so cool. It's just more enhancement on learning who you are on more of your like soul blueprint level, just much like your birth chart would be. Mine really coincides with my birth chart. It doesn't say anything my birth chart doesn't say. Like, they corroborate each other very, very well. Oh, you did it like 3 weeks ago. That's so cool. Yeah, you're gonna like Victoria, Jesse. She's so fun. I actually met her through the same mutual friend that I met Katrina through, but I don't know that Katrina and Victoria actually know each other, so it's very interesting. Um, oh, you found $20 on the ground and you want to pay it forward. Oh, that's so cool. How fun. I remember days as a kid when I'd find money. Like, I found money we had a store called Pomida. I found a $20 bill, and back in the 90s, $20 was like a lot more money than it is today. And I turned it into the little customer service area at the front, and like a week later, they called me because no one had claimed the $20 bill, and they said, "Come get your $20 bill. It's yours." I felt so cool about myself. And then I was always the kid. I don't know if other people were very unlucky or I was just that lucky kid. I would go around to all the payphones everywhere they were and check the little slot, like when the quarters drop down, if you didn't get your call through or whatever. Almost every time, not every time, but like if I was having a really good day, oh, like so often, like more than like statistically should be happening, I would find quarters. And not always just one quarter. Sometimes I find four quarters in that little payphone slot and everything. I was constantly finding coins on the ground as a kid too, and like a $2 bill I found once. I was finding money everywhere. Now I rarely see coins and dollars anywhere. Not even in my own wallet, because I just use my debit card all the time. So funny. Oh, your higher self knew this was coming and she knows I love to be ready and study. Yes, absolutely. And you listen to the call. That's half the battle, is listening to our own higher selves. Because our higher selves always know what's up, but usually our egos think they know better, but like they don't. Finding coins was always really fun. And like back then, yes, I loved finding coins and dollars as a kid. Not because I was like, I'm gonna go buy all the things, but it just was so magical. It's like, where did this come from? But first, most of the time, I'm like, oh no, who lost their money? Like, there was that empathic part of me that's like, what if this person really needed this money? And I would never spend it. Like, I would save any money I found. I would just save in a jar, just in case somehow, some way, I ever found someone who had lost a quarter in a payphone. Like, oh, I bet I found your quarter. Here you go. Like, I was always that. Yes, that girl is on point. Let's see. Oh, that's the only way I get more money, finding it, and then I donate it because I was told in church it would return to me tenfold. I thought it was literal. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. But energetically speaking, I'm sure it returned to you in many ways. Oh, you lost $100 bill. Man, I've had money stolen from me, but I don't think I've ever accidentally lost money, like not that big of money that I could ever recall. Maybe a $5 bill or something, but like, oh, that would be so disheartening to lose like $100. Like, that's a lot of money. Even to me now, that's a lot of money. Like, but especially back in the day, like when I was a kid, like I was working since age 11, babysitting just everybody and their brother. And then I got my first like job at the Dome Theater, working in the concession stand at the theater. and it was one of the only jobs in town you could work when you were 14 years old, because a lot of the others you had to be 16 or 15 to work. And the Dome Theater would, or some legal way, I guess, because you were only working an hour and a half at a time, because your shift was an hour and a half. There you go. So I would work the concession stand at the theater, and they also had the drive-in movie theater, not the drive-through, drive-in, which the poor screen on that, we had a big windstorm come through and knock the screen down, and they never replaced it. And that was so sad because I know at the time that I worked there, I think there were only 35 operational drive-in movie theaters in the whole US left remaining. And ours definitely is not remaining anymore. But oh my gosh, it was so fun. But I still remember I made $4.20 an hour. And I felt like I left there with I don't know, $7. Well, not like that day of, but like on payday. $7 for a shift. I was like, I'm so rich. So funny. Oh, you cried your eyes out. Now I never have cash on me. That's why I want to pay $20 forward. I don't know who lost it, and I hope they are well, but I think it was for a reason. Someone needs a reading. There you go. Well, that would be so fun to just donate one you found for whoever needs the reading. That's so cool. All right. So fun. I could just sit and talk forever, which I say probably. I could probably go back to all my past live streams and make just like a blooper reel of, I could just stay and talk to you guys forever. Every single live stream. I bet you could put them back to back to back. If I was famous enough on here, maybe someone would actually do that. How funny would that be? Like 30 minutes of Amanda just saying over and over, I could just hang out with you guys all night. I could just hang out with you guys forever. Yep. I bet you could, Amanda. But you would have to really scrub through and find it, because it wouldn't be right at the end, because then I would find some other tangent to talk about for 20 minutes and then say it again. So you get like two in one live stream, 3 in one live stream possibly. Because I'm just that extra apparently. But yes, I really should go and let you guys go get to whatever it is you're going to do for the rest of the evening or the morning or the day. Oh, you would laugh your head off if Spirit ends up choosing you, but really whoever needs it most. Yes, wouldn't that just be the icing on the cake? You have this great intention to really pay it forward to someone, and that someone that Spirit wants to pay it forward to was you all along, Lunar. I bet it would be. I bet it would be. I love that. Yes, I've said it multiple times in multiple live streams. I know I have. So funny. But yes, I love you guys. Yes. And then it's a 5-hour live when I actually stop taking questions at like 2.5 hours or something. I could just be here all night, right? Yes. There. I've said it twice this live stream. Well, not 4, but twice. So I'm leaving. I love you guys. Thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you. Is that 7? You. All 7 of you back here at the Done Creative Live, also over on my main channel if you would like some additional content. My last video not many people saw that one, so if you missed my most recent angel messages and blessings video, you can go ahead and check the description for the first thing pinned, or not pinned, but like linked in the description for my main channel to watch that if you missed it and just want some angel messages and blessings. Feel free to watch it. Otherwise, I will check you later. All right. Bye. And see all of you who are on Patreon tomorrow night on Patreon. And I will send you the link, Lunar. I will. All right, you guys, love you. Have a beautiful night and day and morning and whatever time it is where you're at. All right. Bye.